Welcome back to the Mayorverse, everybody. Mayor Reynolds, aka Midnight Mayor, here, coming at you with another Deadrop video. Today is a much different topic than the last few videos we've done. We've been doing Snapshot 5 meta videos, weapons videos, movement guides. Check out all those videos on the channel. But today I want to talk about the characters in this story of Deadrop. I did a whole video that's kind of like a lore primer based on what we know within MidnightSociety.com, what they've told us, the Midnight Protocol ARG, which was one of the first things that we really had anything to do with this game as fans and as a community. But today there's 4 potential characters that I want to highlight. This is all speculation, but this is based on art and different posts by Midnight Society and people involved with Midnight Society that I think could be factions in Deadrop, could be faction leaders or just story characters, whatever you want to call it. And I want to shout out Mr. Spaceman on Twitter and from our community, who's been a huge help on these videos, pointing out various theories and so on. Go follow him. He's doing tons of stuff on Twitter with Deadrop story and universe. Some really fun speculation that I enjoy. So shout out to him. And let's look at our first character right now. Okay, so this was the Midnight Protocol. We think he's called Midnight Protocol, or she. We don't really know. This was, again, from the initial ARG, which was Midnight Protocol, so we're assuming that he's called Midnight Protocol, but we don't know. But it's this, what I assume is an AI. There could be an actual person behind this, and this is just like a visage representing him. But I think this is going to be an AI. There's speculation that he is in a bunker somewhere in the hideout or in the tower, and he's going to be giving you various missions within the tower, which is a whole other topic. Just like other extraction games, we assume, or well, we know actually, because Doc has confirmed this. There's going to be missions to take place in Deadrop. It could be anything. It could be a deep, elaborate story. It could be go into the tower, kill 20 people. Here's your reward. You know, games like Destiny do different things. Games like Marauders and DMZ from Call of Duty do different things. Marauders approach is probably what I'm expecting at launch from Deadrop. Kind of just some basic narration. But they actually have characters, and they're fleshing out a pretty cool universe that's really unique, as you guys all know. Kind of cyberpunkish, but the 1980s and the 1990s didn't end. Everything about the climate wars, all that type of stuff. So this guy is likely going to be giving you some missions and then giving you, I don't know, he looks like a guy who's going to be giving you some tech or something as rewards, you know. But what kind of missions might he be sending us on? What's his angle? Definitely doesn't look too trustworthy to me, but he looks pretty cool. So, okay, this one's really interesting. This is a character that's in the variant guide. We could call it a character, I guess. We are assuming he's actually called Space Bob. Again, this one goes back to the Midnight Protocol ARG. Kind of was named by the community, but we don't know much more about him other than that. But the theory here is that he's going to have something to do with space dust, which is what the towers actually manufacture and trade. It's kind of like a drug, kind of like, imagine like Dread, right? Like the population is hooked on this like futuristic drug, only it's not red eye or whatever it's called, it's space dust in Deadrop. There's a rumor that this guy, Space Bob as we're calling him, might be the guy who you turn space dust into to get certain rewards. We don't know, but this is kind of like a cool community thing because he was essentially named by the community, if I'm understanding this correctly. So Space Bob, possibly character or faction leader or traitor, NPC number 2. Okay, another interesting one here. This was Sumit Gupta, one of the founders of Midnight Society and the CEO of the company. This was his profile picture on Twitter at one point, and I know this is kind of a low-res image, but this is different than a variant. He doesn't have the same visor cortex. He's got something like a caution or a hazard sign, really, more than anything. He's got dreadlocks. Looks like he's got a katana. This looks like something different than just a standard variant. For all we know, again, this whole video is speculatory. This could have just been an early design, early concept art, and they later went with, you know, the variants that we now know, the visor cortexes we now know. Who knows? But the way this character looks to me, he looks very like, kingly, almost like Ezekiel in The Walking Dead, and not just because of the dreads, but that's just the vibe I'm getting from him. Or what's his name? Lawrence Fishburne and John Wick. I'm getting like that kind of vibes, kind of like the leader of a rebel group, maybe fighting against, you know, the governing bodies or the cleaners, the people who run the tower. That's kind of the impression I'm getting here. But who knows? We will see. I don't have a name for this character yet. I just got a feeling that's the type of character this guy's gonna be playing. But you never know, the hazard visor might be a negative sign. I don't know. And then of course there's Dr. Disrespect himself. His voice acting is already in the game. I don't think that's gonna be the voice of his character. This to me was tweeted out by himself. This could, Doc does a lot of cool art. He has a lot of artists on his team, but this to me looks like concept art for an NPC. I believe that the likeness of Dr. Disrespect is going to be in Deadrop. I believe he will be a faction leader or a traitor or an NPC of some type in the game. He'll send you out on various missions. My guess is his missions, if he is in the game, are going to be oriented towards killing other players, right? Hunting down, accomplishing certain things, kill 10 players in a single match, go the whole match without dying and extract, things like that. And if we know Doc, right, he's probably going to be giving weapons as rewards for the quests. This, again, whole video speculatory, but we've seen Dr. Disrespect skins in games. Rogue Company, there's an actual Dr. Disrespect skin. There's a map dedicated to him. If Deadrop comes out, a studio that he founded, made by the studio that he founded, and his likeness is not in the game, I will be shocked, because you all know if his likeness is in the game, the entire Champions Club, as if we aren't already all excited for Deadrop, but are going to be even more thrilled. It's going to just be a nice little Easter egg or element of, that moment when you walk up and you talk to Doc in the game. It's going to be pretty sweet. He's also an NBA 2K, by the way. I have a theory that he was supposed to be in the canceled WWE game from a couple years ago, but that is what it is. The last thing I want to highlight for characters, factions, NPCs potentially going to be in Deadrop is this logo right back here, this Viper. If you look in the various Deadrop art that's been released, the variant guide, this logo, the Viper logo, has popped up a few times in the concept art and so on. And hey, maybe it's just a cool looking logo, but that looks way too nicely designed. There's also 1993, 1994 written right next to it in this particular image. And I have to think that maybe this is going to be Doc's faction, whatever it may be called. Maybe it's the Vipers, like, who knows? But I just have a feeling that this Viper thing, we could be onto something with this. That's going to be one of the factions in the game that maybe Doc is leading himself. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know what questions you have about Deadrop lore. Let me know if you have particular things you'd like to see, topics you'd like to see them delve into, ideas for other characters and NPCs, how deep a story you want from Deadrop. I mean, I've talked about how I'd really like to see eventually, when this game is totally released years down the road, out of early access, all that stuff, I would like to see seasonal storylines told almost to the level of, and we're a long way away from this, but something like Destiny 2 seasons, where there's a narrative told over a season. I would love that, to see Midnight Society really take the level of story being told over an extraction shooter to the next level. So let me know what you guys think. We'll see you in the next video. Make sure you sub to the channel, where we're focused all Deadrop, all Midnight Society, and check out this video from one of our sponsors. And don't forget that anytime you guys support the channel through one of our sponsors, whether it's my G Fuel code or whatever, that goes into our content creation budget. So thank you so much. See you in the next video. Do you suddenly need a VPN? Do you want to protect yourself and your browsing data online? Do you want to utilize a service from a region different than the one that you live in? Then our partners at ExpressVPN can help you. Visit expressvpn.com/mayor to sign up for a year of ExpressVPN services and get 3 free months for free when you use my link in the description of this video. Get this deal using my link and you will directly support this channel in the process. If you're in the market to use a VPN, protect yourself online, watch the Japanese version of Netflix, or sign up for that beta test for the game that's only available in India right now when you live in the United States, then there's no reason to use any VPN other than ExpressVPN. Head to expressvpn.com/mayor to sign up today, and remember that doing so directly supports my content. Thanks to ExpressVPN for partnering with us, and thank you for watching this video.